What would you do if you were stripped away from your home and forced to play one of the most egregious games known to mankind for no other price than your life? No cash prize, no nothing other than PTSD, and now you have to go back to normal life, acting like nothing happened. I'm of course talking about Orange Roulette. In my opinion, one of the most traumatic Flash games out there. And I know there might be a lot of other horror games out there that are Flash based that are probably way scarier, but they don't compare to this game just because the suspense this game can really build up makes you feel the weight of every single action you or the opponent does. Orange Roulette is a Flash game released by Mike Hooser in 2012 on Newgrounds and GameJolt. Some of you may be familiar with this game as it was popularized back in 2014, and I know that was kind of a while ago, but what really set this game apart was its cartoonish nature and shock value. Although not showing actual gore, it does show what I call fruit gore, and looks looks very shockingly similar to someone's head getting blown off. In the main menu, you got a few options. You have Easy Orange and Iron Orange, which is just the main game's difficulty settings. Orange Royale, which is you and another orange with 5 lives, and online multiplayer. Now for this video, I played Easy Orange as this game can be unpredictable and you will die a bunch. Iron Orange is just a veterans mode and you get 1 life and 1 life only. Protagonist, which a lot of people online call Protag, we're gonna name Joey for this video just for simplicity.
San Joaquin Valley, 1934. They squeezed us all dry. Now they promise to ship me out. After I play a little game.
As we begin our first round, Joey picks up the gun. He's given 3 options: spin the cylinder, pull the trigger, or shoot our opponent. But if you try to shoot your opponent, you must turn the gun on yourself. Now what I think this game does really well in the horror aspect is really building suspension. Anywhere from the music to the opponent and yourself. Both you and the opponent are very twitchy. They seem scared. The emotions are very exaggerated and looking all over the place.
I'm not a blood orange. They won't listen. They're juiced for a new game.
Our next character I like to refer to as Crying Man. He, just like us, is terrified and very reluctant to play. And if you notice after each click, the detail I like is both characters flinch. They both don't know when the next bullet is coming, and it just adds to the anticipation. If you notice after that click as well, the background starts to get jittery and the fan in the background seems to turn into blades.
I dream of the sun, of being above it all, still green and out of reach.
Now our next character seems to be blind in the left side of his eye. He seems calm and collected, doesn't seem like he's scared at all. But upon receiving the gun, he is nervous. You can see right through his disguise, and he's not fooling anybody. But unfortunately, as Joey grabs the gun, he meets his end. And we can see this one-eyed freak with this sadistic little grin just smiling at us with no humanity in him. But as much as I can go into this guy's little fucking grin, it gives us an opportunity to go over the various death screens in the game. I've escaped at last, plucked from the cycle. Seeds of vengeance, scattered to the wind. All I wanted was to make vitamin C or penicillin, not napalm. I hear her voice. Knock, knock. Who's there? Weren't you glad I didn't say? The horror. The horticulture. The horror. The horticulture. They can squeeze us dry. Pile us in the sun. But but will nourish the earth and return again. As we play, you may notice these eyes flickering on screen, and they are very reminiscent of a past opponent we've played before. And as we keep playing, we're going to have more and more of these eyes flicker on screen as our character's mental state deteriorates.
I'm going bad. I've lost all my zest, peeled and segmented.
Now this time around, it seems like our character is hesitant. He's taking a second. He doesn't want to play, but picks up the gun and he plays anyway. And this next character definitely looks off, but that's because he's had a lobotomy. And we know this to be true from the achievement Fruit Concentrate. You have survived the 4th crazy-eyed and friggin' lobotomy-scared opponent. No matter what you do while playing against him, he'll never flinch because he doesn't have the emotional capacity to do so.
Julius Tang. Friends long gone. Turned to powder.
Our next opponent is a Cyclops. Although he has only an eye, he's very expressive. He flinches when he pulls the trigger. He squints, which is almost like a grin when he points the gun at you. He is full of expressions. But something sinister happens when you are facing this guy, and you end up dying. His face turns into a void. Now, I have a theory on him, and I will say that in a little bit. However, if you end up facing him, and you end up winning, his face remains the same, unchanged.
They keep rolling up, and I turn them to pulp. They keep rolling up.
Now our final character we face is that voided face from before, from that singled eye creature. And if you notice, the background is already jittering, the fan is already sharp, and his face is twitching immensely. We're already under an immense amount of stress off the get-go. Now for this particular round I played, it went on forever. We kept clicking and spinning the cylinder and nothing happened, so I'm just gonna skip to the end of it.
I was rescued the next day. They said they were taking me home, but I am seedless and alone.
And there you have it, the end of Orange Roulette. Our orange remains sad among faceless oranges and only sold for 5 cents a pound. Now that we're at the end of Orange Roulette, I just want to say this is a fantastic game. As scary and dramatic as it seems, it also makes for a very fun game. Now all the other game modes too are just as fun. Now that we're recapping the game, I just want to say, for the Cyclops Orange, I was under the impression that he's not actually a person, or I guess an orange. He's our demon. Because as we shoot him, his eyes go voidant. My theory on the voided character is he's not a character at all. He's us. He's our mental. We are fighting ourselves at the end of the game to not kill ourselves. Point I forgot to bring up while explaining the theory on the voided character being us is his face disappears when we shoot him. So, although we're fighting him in game, I feel like this entire round of Russian Roulette is all in the head of our character, Joey. And I also forgot to record at the right angle, so it's a little chopped. And I feel like the game truly ended after the lobotomy character, and we're just fighting our demons. And after fighting our demons, we fight ourselves. Now that is just a little theory in a grand scheme of other theories. It's not a very well thought out one. It's just the impression I got playing the game for myself. Now, good theory crafting is Westerbyte's video. He talked about how oranges need ethylene, a compound that helps fruits ripen quicker, is not that much produced in citrus fruits at all. And putting fruits under pressure increases the stress hormone to be produced more. Now, his theory suggests that these oranges are being put under all this stress by a game of chance to make them more ripe, to turn them into orange juice. Now, that is a very quick summary of his theory, because I believe you should go watch his video and not take it from me, because he goes way more in depth than I ever will. This is just a topic I really wanted to talk about. Other than that, I have no more theories or recaps. I feel like you guys should definitely go check out this game, because it is definitely a hidden gem. It scared the death out of me when I was a younger kid. I actually had a nightmare about it recently. I was sick over the holidays, and that made me want to make a video on it because I had a nightmare about it after all these years. So again, go check out Blood Orange in the description, and go check out Westward Bites video as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.